It's time for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, with From Days of Our Lives, Sean Stevens. From Dallas, Audrey Lander. Fred Travelina. Nidra Volz. Arsenio Hall. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
Hello there.
Thank you very much. Listen, I'm anxious to get underway here, find out what madness is going on there. What about you?
Well, yes, I'd like to get it over with and beat Arsenio's helmet.
Okay.
Don't you think?
All right, audience, let's give a big round of applause as we say, hello, stars! Stars! Hello. Don't trip on his...
It's near my seat.
Get that thing up here. Get it up here. Can you imagine?
I can't.
Put it on.
Rough
I can't
night.
put it on and mess up my hair. No, really, I don't ride a motorcycle, but I'm so afraid to drive in L.A. And no.
You're certifiable. You know that?
Yeah, I think so.
He's Darth Vader.
Wait a minute.
What? Oh, here's the guy with the frogs again.
Yeah. You're gonna sit right here for this show. Is that okay?
Kukla. Are you Kukla or Ollie?
I'm Kermit the Frog here.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Why don't we
You know-
stick
you know-
this on that? I'll take care of both of them.
Give me this.
Oh no!
Good.
What did Kermit
You know
say
what?
about that?
I was outside and a guy came up to me and he told me he'd sell me a nude picture of Nidra for $20. And I only had $10, but he did sell me this one. And it's a beautiful picture of Nidra.
What camera?
Which camera?
That one?
Nidra, what? Where
Which
did this come
camera?
from?
That was
There
100
it is.
years ago.
There she is.
Hey,
Wow. You're gorgeous.
I know.
She is still gorgeous. She looks exactly like this as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You're so fine, sir.
Thank you. Let's get underway now and say hello to our two players, Janie Potts and Gregory Paloulis here. Paloulis?
Right.
Okay. We want to get to know you, and so Janie, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I came to Los Angeles from Pennsylvania. I work at a wonderful theater in the administration here in Los Angeles, and I perform Shakespeare for small children.
Do you really?
Yes,
Do kids dig Shakespeare?
they love it.
Do you modify it in any way?
Nope.
What about the antique words which are no longer in common usage? How do you handle that?
Well, we express it with physical action and things like that.
Okay, that sounds fascinating, Janie. All right, let's find out about you. You're really decked out here. You look more glittery than Mr. T. What is all this stuff here, Gregory?
I'm a chief postmate in the United States Coast Guard.
Yep.
And
Each
lower-
one
4 years.
4 years, 4, 8, 12, 16 years.
Right.
All right. Now, what else are you interested in this life?
Well, presently I'm attached to a patrol boat out of San Pedro.
Yeah.
Do mainly search and rescue work. I'm also...
Is there much of that going on?
Oh, quite a bit.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, amateur sailors or people who really don't know what they're doing?
That's right.
Same thing happens in my neighborhood there. All right. You ready to have a go at this, Gregory?
Sure am.
Okay. Now, you'll each have 3 rounds to match as many of the stars as you can. The one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will go on to meet the returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. And I wish you both the best of luck. And Janie, since you won the toss, you may have the selection of A or B.
I'm going to go with B.
All right, B it is for you.
Andy? And B joke. I'm sorry. Boo me just so I can get started off right.
Cut. Ugly Edna is so ugly.
How ugly is she?
I'm going to tell you, her face looks like the back end of a blank. Ugly Edna is so ugly. Face looks like the back end of a blank. step over Nidra, who's lying on the
Did
ground
I
there.
fall on the floor again?
Okay, Sean, put it in a slot. And away we
Don't
go.
jive me.
Janie. Ugly Edna, so ugly her face looks like the back end of a blank.
Of a cow.
A cow? Aha.
That's ugly.
Yes.
Pretty ugly.
Oh, that's a rather hostile thought, isn't it?
Well, we're into barnyard animals this week, so that kind of is something
You said
like
donkey.
it.
Right. Well, you both had the same idea, but it wasn't specific enough to match. Yes.
My idea was a little different. I said an Edsel.
An Edsel. It was the front end of the Edsel that was ugly.
I never saw one.
They call it the horse collar car. The radiator looked like a horse collar. Well, this little trivia that's hanging somewhere in the recesses of my mind. Nidra?
I wasn't thinking of ugly Edna when I wrote this. I was thinking of myself.
Oh, you're not ugly. You're beautiful.
I said the back end of a truck.
A truck. A truck is not the back end is
That's
not a
bad.
handsome affair. Her face looks like the back end of a...
I have a beautiful answer. And then, unfortunately, this answer is, in every sense of the word, a dog.
A dog. All right, Janie's looking...
See what I mean?
Looking for a cow, Arsenio.
I got mule.
You have a mule? All right, you were on the same wavelength, Janie, but we can't match any of those. Fred?
I said elephant.
Elephant. Okay. All right, Gregory, let's see how you do with your round one question there. Bernie the salesman is a salesman through and through. He just sold a copy of Playboy magazine to blank. Bernie the salesman. Are you okay? Can I get you something to eat or drink?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, okay. Let me know if you need anything.
It's all right.
All right. Okay, Gregory, here we go. All right. Bernie the salesman is a salesman through and through. He just sold a copy of Playboy magazine to
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. Good, huh? You like that, Janie?
Yeah.
He said to Hugh Hefner.
Grandma, I don't read the thing myself, but he'd really have to be a good salesman to sell one of those to this guy.
To Hugh Hefner. One for Gregory.
I didn't say Hugh Hefner. I said Pat Boone.
You think he's a secret Playboy reader?
Very secret.
A closet Playboy reader?
I didn't
Nidra?
say Hugh Hefner either. I don't like my answer either. I said Charles Nelson Riley, but I...
Charles Nelson Riley. Now listen, you guys. We got to give Charles Nelson Riley equal time. You got to book him on the show again soon here. Hello there.
I wonder what Charles will give us for this.
All right, sold a copy of Playboy magazine too.
Well, I was thinking along a completely different line. This is a real hustler, Larry Flint.
Oh, he's the publisher of
'cause
Hustler.
He publishes the rival magazine.
All right.
I went with Larry, I'm so obnoxious, Flint. I thought that would be a good one.
Is that his full name? Larry,
Yeah.
I'm so obnoxious,
Yeah.
Flint? Okay.
The reason I went with Larry Flint is because the man has all the tapes. I went with Larry Flint. Make no mistake about it.
Okay. Well, that's round one. See how it goes now? You got the hang of it. You're going to improve much better. 1-0 the score, Gregory's favor. Round two coming up right after this. Here we go. Round two coming up. Bing. Gregory, you're ahead. You have to go first.
Pete, please.
Yes, sir? You got it. Fat Frida is so fat.
How fat is he?
A little slow. Are they slowing up, Gene? They're slowing up a little. Fat Frida is so fat to take a full picture of her, you need blank photography. You don't play, Sean? That's okay. Very good.
Yes?
Speaking of photography, you and your sister were in Playboy magazine, weren't you? Was that...
We were not naked.
You weren't?
No, we weren't.
Was it an interesting experience?
Yes, my mother was there the entire time supervising.
Did your mother enjoy it?
Yes, my
Uncle
mother's.
Gene, I saw that layout, and they were great pictures.
They were great pictures.
Yeah.
The photographer sold me the negatives, though.
No, I have the negatives.
You've got the outtakes?
The negatives.
I've
I do have the negatives.
All right, everybody ready down here? Here we go. Fat Frida's so fat, Gregory, to take a full picture of her, you need blank photography.
Wide angle.
Wide angle is a good answer. All right, Audrey, you're up first.
I said 3D.
3D. Okay. 3D. Is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay, Nitra. We come to you.
Widescreen camera photography.
Is that wide angle? That is indeed. All right. John, how fat is Fat Frida?
Well, apparently, Gene, I may not know much about photography. Maybe someone will tell me if this makes any sense. Time lapse?
It's not only not a match, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Does it not make any sense? See, I figured if you started over here and then you went very slowly all across Fat Frida's body, you would ultimately accomplish your purpose.
That's sequential photography. When you do bing, 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 that. You see, time lapse is when you're photographing a flower that's growing.
Run it down, Gene.
Yes, right. And every hour it takes a little, you see, and then the flower
Meet him at
comes
the
in full
drugstore.
bloom. Oh, isn't that fragrant?
Boy, am I
Thank
sorry
you.
I started this.
Okay, Arsenio.
I used to be in the service, and me and Gregory think just alike, I guess. I got a
Wide
wide
angle.
Yes.
He's up to 3.
Oh, you're so kind.
To take a
I
full
love you.
picture of Fat Frida, you need blank photography.
Well, in the words of Robert De Niro,
I want to tell you something. When I did the Raging Bull, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to put on a lot of weight, right?
Right.
Right. Joey, don't start with me. But I didn't say wide angle, Joey. I didn't say that. I said CinemaScope, which is really
CinemaScope.
wide. Really wide.
That's it. That's a wide angle.
How the West was won.
Fills a
How
whole...
the West was won was...
Right, exactly. Don't hit her in the face with it. All right, where are we? Here we are, the other round. Now, Janie, you have a chance to catch up here. He has 4. Zeke the Zulu said, "Oi." Zeke the Zulu said, "Oi." Anyway, he said,
Jaime the Zulu. Yeah.
"Oi, is our witch doctor weird?" Already. No, he didn't say that. He said, Oi, is our witch doctor weird? Instead of shrinking heads, he shrinks. He blanks them. Wait a minute, one more time. Okay. Is our witch doctor weird? Yes, he's
Is our
weird.
host weird?
Instead of shrinking heads, he blanks them. Yay. Finally got it up. Weird witch doctor.
Stick it in, Sean.
Waiting for 2 people to finish?
Yeah. No, there's a slot
He's been
here.
playing with his
All right.
frog.
Stick it in your slot.
Right, here we go. Zeke the Zulu said, "Oi, is our witch doctor weird? Instead of shrinking heads, he blanks them."
That is a tough one. He enlarges them?
He enlarges them. Right. It would be the opposite of shrinking. I think you got a reasonable chance of catching up with that.
I think this is a match because there's 2 senses of this phrase, and I meant the one that she said.
Blows them up. They're thinking about it. Yeah. Blows them up the way a photographer would blow up a picture.
Well, this is the same too. He inflates them.
Inflates them.
Yes?
They're thinking about it.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, inflate implies air or hydrogen or something like a balloon, you see. But her answer was something different. What do you say, Nidra?
I
Argue with
say
the
he blocks
judge.
them. They're
He-
blockheads.
Blockhead. Instead of shrinking heads, he blocks them.
Yeah. Makes
You really are.
blockheads out of
Nidra, you are a
weird.
weirdo.
I know.
Yeah, it's nice to have
Takes
you.
one to know one.
That's right. Well, we've got to have one for every show. All right. Here we go, John. Instead of shrinking heads, he blanks them.
Well, I meant what she meant. And you know, it's because the witch doctor wanted everyone in his tribe to have a full sense of their self-worth, so he swells them. Yeah!
It over at 4-2. Okay, Arsenio.
I'm on another planet, man. I put eats.
Eats them.
Eat that.
I'm sorry.
Witch doctor eats the heads.
They're mixed.
Yeah.
Mixed up.
All right, Fred.
Well, before I give him my answer, I heard a great Zulu joke.
A Zulu joke?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yes. That's the funniest Zulu joke I've ever heard.
It's funny twice.
Yeah.
But I thought like him, I said deep fries.
Deep fries.
Deep fries.
All right, we've got a game going here. At this moment, it's 4-2 in Gregory's favor, and the last round coming up right after this. Here's the third and final round. Are you ready? Gregory, you're still ahead. You go first.
B, please.
All right. Here it is. Dr. Frankenstein said, is there anybody here who does mimicry? Anybody here who can do Frankenstein? Can you do Frankenstein?
No, I just look like him.
You don't do Frankenstein, do you?
I do Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff is what I mean.
That's close enough.
I love
Dr. Frankenstein said,
I've taken my monster and added 10 pounds of jewelry. Now I have created a blank.
I have created blank. Everybody hear that? I've taken my monster, added 10 pounds of jewelry. Now I have created blank. You don't play. Nidra, you don't play. You don't play, and neither do you.
I play.
You do. Oh, it's just Audrey and John, and they're ready. Okay, Gregory. Dr. Frankenstein said, I've taken my monster and added 10 pounds of jewelry. Now I have created blank.
Mr. T.
Mr. T. What do you say to that? What do you say to that, Audrey?
I said Mr. T.
She said it. 5 for you, Gregory. Who else here? John.
Me.
What do you say to that?
I say Mr. T.
6 for you. Now, here's the way it is. The best you could hope for is a tie, and you can do that by matching 4 stars, Janie. Did you hear what happened on the Marine football team? You didn't hear about this? It was in the papers. Instead of throwing a football, the quarterback threw a blank. Marine. You don't play, Sean? Sean doesn't play.
Marines,
The other.
was that?
Yes, the Marine football team.
Marine football team.
Instead of throwing a football, the quarterback threw a blank. You know,
Music from India.
Fred does some remarkable things, and there isn't anybody, but he does one amazing thing to me in voice differentiation. You want to give it a shot now while we're waiting?
Oh yeah, this is the, we were talking about the Kennedy family from Boston. This is the 4 Kennedys. I'm going to do Jack, Bob, Ted, and Rose. Jack first. And so I say, ask not what your country could do for you. Ask what you could do for your country. And Bobby was deep, and he'd say, I don't believe that, Mr. Hoffa. What I believe is that we have to get to the facts here because you were there, and we know you were there. And Teddy's deeper, and he says, I don't believe that I'm going to run because that would sound too much like a broken record, a broken record, a broken record, a broken record. And Rose Kennedy says,
Oh, it's great to be here on the match game because I hope everyone comes up with my name because a rose is 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 a rose.
How about that? Wonderful. All right. Now, Janie, did you hear what happened on the Marine football team? Instead of throwing a football, the quarterback threw a blank.
A rifle?
A rifle. All right, we need 4 rifles, and that'll get her a tie. Audrey, she's looking for a rifle. What have you got to offer?
I didn't have a rifle, I had a grenade.
A grenade is something you throw, so that means Gregory Palulis wins the game. Come on down, Gregory. Hang around right here. I'll get to you in a minute or so. Congratulations to you. You're going to go on for the Hollywood Squares part. Janie, we're going to send some gifts your way.
Great.
Many thanks for being on the
Attaboy.
match game.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Janie Potts. Hey there. It's time now to switch to Hollywood Squares. In a moment, we'll bring on 3 more celebrities. Here comes the rest of the set where we will have them seated. And I'm going to trade places with John Bauman, who will be hosting Hollywood Squares here. Lots more excitement coming up here. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Congratulations.
A member of our studio audience will receive Whirlpool's microwave oven with microcomputer push-button control. Program all cooking cycles, times, and power with a touch of your fingertip. Convenient defrost guide and bi-level cooking rack furnished by Whirlpool. It's time for more on The Match Game, Hollywood Squares. Our with from Goodnight Beantown, Jim Starr. From the Fall Guy, Marquis Post. And Blake Clark. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
How silly of me. Okay, we'll be right back.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, and I have with me Chief Bosun Mate Gregory Paloulis of the Coast Guard, who has just sailed through the match game. Also, we have 3 new celebrities, Marky, Blake, and Jim.
I brought a picture since Arsenio brought a picture of Nidra when she was younger. I brought a picture of Arsenio when he was younger.
Oh.
And this is it right here. Can you see it?
How he is changed.
Can you say dumb?
It's a beautiful day in his neighborhood.
Oh. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Blake. Yes, and Arsenio, you can put your shoes back on now. And Gregory Paloulis, here we go. Let's play Hollywood Squares. First, we shall meet our defending champion. Her name is Felicia Eccles. She had a rather successful day yesterday, amassing $11,150. Nice going. Why don't you remind us a little bit about your life to date?
I have 3 children, ages 8, 4, and soon to be 1, and I'm a legal secretary at a corporate law firm in Los Angeles.
May I ask you where you spend most of your time growing up?
Basically in Los Angeles.
But there was some mention of Hawaii,
Yes,
I think.
I was raised in Hawaii.
Yes, well, you're certainly beautiful.
Thank you very much.
But that doesn't put her at a great advantage, Mr. Paloulis. Not in playing Hollywood Squares. We're going to play Hollywood Squares until you hear the time's up bell. Whoever's ahead at that time is our winner. Goes on to play our super match for up to $30,000. Now, our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that is captured. And our champion always has the privilege of starting. That is you, Felicia. Pick a star and let's go.
Marky.
Marky Post. You got a terrible itch.
Can I scratch it, please?
According to dermatologists, which of these items should you apply to your skin to keep it from drying out in the winter? Is it V8 juice, Crisco, or Perrier water?
Since I know it's not Crisco or Perrier water, water dries out your skin when you apply it to it. And Crisco is disgusting.
Oh, but it's fun.
I'm going to go with V8. I think that's real interesting, and I'm going to go with V8.
Okay, Felicia, she would rather have a V8 to keep to cure her terrible itch. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It is, in fact, Crisco that keeps your skin from drying out in the winter. You were right to disagree, and you get the first square. She knows something we don't know. Okay, Gregory, pick a star for me.
Nidra, please.
Nidra. According to a study at USC, doing this could take 6 years off your life.
It could take 6 years to perform, whatever it is.
Just shut up, Sean.
Play with your frog and be quiet.
Young whippersnapper.
Thanks for helping out, Nidra.
Okay.
Doing this could take 6 years off your life. Is it living in a big city or sleeping 10 hours a day?
Well, if you sleep 10 hours a day, you're going to lose something. I mean, that's too many hours. But living in the city? Well, I'll say sleeping 10 hours a day.
Gregory, she says sleeping 10 hours a day could take 6 years off your life. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It is sleeping 10 hours a day. No, you should have agreed with Nidra, and your opponent gets another square and $25. Okay, Felicia, you're off to a good start. Pick a star for me.
I will go with Fred.
Fred. California produces the most wine in America. But in what state do government officials seize the most moonshine? Is it North Carolina or New York?
California. I would say that the most moonshine.
Moonshine, yeah. It's North Carolina or New York.
I would say that would have to be in North Carolina.
Felicia, Fred says North Carolina has the most moonshine seized. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
It is North Carolina. You were right to agree. You get another square. Yes, Fred. Yes, Fred. Fred's probably thought of who he's going to do on this one now.
You
Yes,
mentioned
Fred.
California, and I immediately thought of President Reagan, and we have an announcement to make. I wasn't going to do this, but we did Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder, and today on this show you're going to see something you will never see again. President Reagan and Michael Jackson have a record that a remake. So I'll let you start it, Michael.
Please.
Okay. This is Reagan and Michael Jackson singing.
Hi, I'm Michael Jackson. Are you ready, Ronald?
Yes,
Ready?
yes,
The
I'm.
fire's in the sky, but the words aren't really clear, so
Beat it. Well, beat it.
get down, President, get down.
Get down.
Get down. No, mister, no,
Beat it.
mister.
What game are we playing? All right, Gregory, I think it's your move in this shebang. Pick a star for me.
Jim the Block.
Jim to
I'm
block.
glad you picked me. Because people haven't been picking me all week. And I know why, because they look up here at me and they see this kind of fair towhead, and they see, you're a liar. They look at me and go, that boy must be a liar.
He's lying. He doesn't mean that he's lying.
The phone on the wall worked. I said, yes. He goes, you liar.
Welcome to today's session of Friday Afternoon Paranoia, starring Jim Stahl. Jim, according to a Self magazine survey, when women feel stressed, do more of them pray, cry, or take a tranquilizer?
According to Self magazine, most women, when they are upset, pray.
All right, Gregory, this is to block. If you miss this one, Felicia will take the first game. He says that most women, when they feel stress, pray. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
You were right to disagree. They cry. Okay, you get the square and you block. And we'll be back to complete this thrilling game in just a minute. You be back too.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
And we got 75 for Felicia, and we got 25 so far for Gregory. It's Felicia's turn at bat. Take a good look at this complex board and tell me where you want to move.
Audrey, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Audrey, by the way, to win.
Yes.
Yes,
to win.
diagonally.
Yes.
Audrey, actor Larry Hagman, who plays JR on TV's Dallas, you know about this, has been known to constantly carry around a small battery-operated one of these. What is it?
I do happen to know this, and it's a little battery-operated fan that blows smoke out of his face.
Mm-hmm. She says it's a little fan that blows smoke away. Agree or disagree for the game, Felicia?
I agree.
It is a portable fan to blow away cigarette smoke. You are right to agree, and you win the first game. Okay, Okay, now you've got $200, 25 so far for you, Gregory, but there's still plenty of time. We will clear the board and move on to the next game. This one is worth $200 plus 25 for each square you capture. Last game was won by Felicia. That means Gregory starts this one. Pick a star.
Jim, please.
All right, Jim Stahl.
He lies.
Who has bigger breasts, a female turkey or a male turkey?
People think that the female turkey has got large, what can I say, breasts on television? Yes. But you always buy a butterball, a tom turkey, because they're bigger. So that's what I think.
Damn good.
Jim says that a male turkey has bigger breasts. Agree or disagree, Gregory?
I agree.
It is a male turkey. You are right to agree, and you get the square and $25. All right, Felicia, your move.
Fred?
Mm-hmm. Fred, Jodie Foster made her show business debut doing which of these? Acting as Gomer Pyle's kid sister or posing as the bare-bottomed Coppertone girl?
Golly! I just want to say one thing. It was so much fun doing the Gomer Pyle show, and I just love to sing a song for Hollywood Squares.
I love Hollywood Squares!
She was the Coppertone girl.
He says that Jodie Foster was a bare-bottomed Coppertone girl. Agree or disagree, Felicia?
I disagree.
She was the bare-bottomed Coppertone girl.
Felicia?
No, you should have agreed. And your opponent gets that square. All right, there's a break for you, Gregory, and it's your turn at bat.
Need her to win?
This will win you the game. You're a typical married woman, Nidra, and another man has just come on to you. According to the book, Sex and the Married Woman, were you offended or did you enjoy it?
You gotta be kidding.
Hey, John.
Yes, Arsenio.
Last night, I took Nidra to a party in Compton, and a guy came on to her. Nidra, tell him what.
Don't jive with me there, turkey. You sucker, you.
That's what she said, and he was frightened.
And he was a butterball turkey.
What about Frisco?
Was I mad, or was
Were
I...
you offended or did you enjoy it when this man came on to you?
Well, I think it would depend a lot on how he looks, you know what I mean? If he could have been a weird guy, well, what the heck. No, I don't. At my age, I don't think anything would offend me. I'd probably throw to death if somebody even winked or anything, even if they had trouble with their eyes, you know.
All right, so I think... Oh, boy. I think Nietzsche's saying that if you're a typical married woman and another man comes on to you, you enjoyed it. Do you agree or disagree, Gregory, for the game?
I agree.
Yes, you enjoyed it. You're right to agree. You get the square, you win the game, and $200. That makes the score $300 for you, $200 for Felicia. We'll be right back with yet another game right after these messages. $300 for Gregory, $200 for Felicia. Okay, we're going to start our $300 game, and Felicia, you're up. Pick a star.
Jim.
Jim Stahl.
Nobody ever calls on Jim.
Cut it out the whole week. I reckon nobody ever talked to me. Now I'm a liar, they're talking to me.
Oh, shut up,
Jim.
Jim.
Your average elephant will do this for about 18 hours a day, Jim. Do what?
The average what?
Elephant.
He will... Party!
Felicia, Jim says that the average element will party for 18 hours a day. Agree or disagree for the first square? Yes, he will eat 18 hours a day. You are right to disagree. Your opponent gets that. You get that square. Whoa, you got me going now. All right, Gregory Paloulas, pick a star.
Sean, please.
Sean Stevens. According to the Merit Report, who are better backyard barbecue chefs, men or women?
Well, if Jimmy Stewart were here today... He'd probably...
It'd go something like this.
Go for it.
I've been hanging around Fred too long. If
I think that it's probably the.
That's a compliment coming from him.
Come on, guys. So time is fleeting, and we got a
Anyway,
close game.
I would say that men are better backyard chefs because that's the only time they ever cook.
Okay, Gregory, he says that men are better backyard barbecue chefs. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
All right, the answer is, in fact, men. You were right to agree, and you get the square. It's a real close game, 325 to 225, so let's try to keep it going. Felicia, pick a star.
Jean.
Gene.
Here we go.
In what country did chop suey originate, Gene?
Well, it certainly wasn't China, which is the logical thing everyone would believe. It was not China, right? It was not China.
It
No,
was
thank
China.
It was
Believe
not
me.
China. Don't argue with me. I'm a star.
I think it's multiple
He's a liar.
choice.
It was the U.S. of A.
The USA. Okay, Felicia, Gene says that it was the USA.
I agree.
It was, in fact, the USA, and you were right to agree, and you get the square. And there is the bell. That means time is up. $325. Gregory Palulis is our winner. Okay, congratulations. You have unseated the defending champion, Gregory. Why don't you go over there, join Gene Rayburn for your shot at the big money. Nice going. And we are sorry to have to say goodbye to you, Felicia. You certainly had a great day yesterday. You earned some money today as well. Your total is $11,400. Good going. Thanks for being such a good player. And now, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, John. Our congratulations to Gregory. Step right up here with me. We'll be back with our 9 celebrities and a go at the big money right after this.
Now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Yes, sir. Gregory's all ready for the big money super match, right?
Sure am.
Okay, you can win up to $30,000 here. We polled a recent studio audience and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank team. Top answer is worth $1,000. Second most popular, $500. And the third answer pays $250. You may choose any 3 of our 9 stars to give you an assist here and suggest answers. Whom do you want?
Jim?
Being very aware of ratings, I watch the ratings, and the top-rated show is the A Team.
The A Team. There's one.
Gotta be there.
Nidra?
Nidra.
Well, he took my answer.
He did.
So I'll wind up with football team.
Football team.
I mean,
All right.
could be baseball.
John?
Have you got one, John?
No, not really. I liked the first one myself, but I'll say winning team.
The winning team, football team, and the A team are the 3 they've given you, Gregory. You may choose one of those, or you can think up one of your own. What would you like to do here?
I'll go with the A team.
You'll go with the A team. All right. Let's find out if the A team is up there. Let's slide the $250 response. Home team is there.
Good.
All right, the $500 answer is baseball team.
I said the wrong thing. Is it?
I think it looks pretty good for the A team, don't you, audience? All right, go. Yeah, got it. All right, you picked up $1,000 there. You're going to play the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. Now, each star has a number in front of them, a hidden number, a 10, a 20, or a 30. And we're going to multiply your $1,000 by a 10, a 20, and there's one star with a 30, and we'll multiply it by that if you choose that one. Which star would you like?
I'm going to stay with Jim.
All right, Jim,
Nobody
ready,
ever calls
set,
me Jim.
go. A 10. So 10 times 1,000 equals $10,000. Gregory, that's what you're playing for. Good luck to you. Face me if you would, please. You're going to write this response, if you would, Jim. Mark blank. M-A-R-K blank. Okay, Jim's ready, Gregory. $10,000 at stake here. How do you match him? Mark?
Spitz.
Mark Spitz, a well-known name of yesteryear.
See,
All
Mark,
right.
I was thinking of Mark because he had a movie career that fizzled, much like mine. So I wrote down and I wrote Mark Spitz. What do you?
You wrote down Spitz. Can you believe that? I don't believe it. Mark Twain. Mark Goodson. What's the other one? Mark Hamilton. Well, it's wonderful. Gregory has a total of $11,325. Congratulations to him. We'll be back right after these messages. Now, we all want to find out which star had the big trio. Let's all reveal them at the same time. Ready, set, go.
Here we go.
Sean Stevens.
Sean Sprague. Sean Sprague had it.
Well, John and I want to extend a word of thanks to all of our celebrities. You were absolutely splendid, right?
Wonderful. Goodbye. Thanks for a great week.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Sean Sprague. Goodbye, Arsenio's helmet.
Our champ will be back on Monday. That's the end of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour for this day. So long from Gene Rayburn
and John Bauman. See you Monday.
A member of our studio audience will receive Quasar's new 13-inch portable television. Features customatic tuning, high-tech styling in a simulated walnut grain finish, and super color system furnished by Quasar. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.